Good morning, my dear student. I am Dr. K Gothwal. Today, I would like to discuss about the subject that is human values. Dear student, it is very important uh, subject because we all are humans and there are some values which are very important for in our daily life. So, I would like to discuss in this subject the following things. First, that is introduction. What are human values? We will discuss in the introduction. Then, needs of value education. What is the need of value education in the present scenario, present society, and your curriculum? Then, factors associated with the value education. It is also important. There are some factors which are associated this particular subject means value education. Then there are some basic guidelines of value education. So we will understand what are the basic guidelines when we study the value educations or human values. Then contents of value education. There are some contents in value education. We will discuss them one by one. Then the process of value education, that is self-exploration. It is also very important for us what we are and what we want to be. So there are definition about the self-exploration, then purpose of self-exploration, then what are the requirements of self-exploration, then what is the mechanism or process of self-exploration. It is very important. Now,
easy, clear.
now, student, if we look the introduction about the human values, these are the principles, some traditions, some ideas that enable us what is right or what is wrong in our life, how we behave, the persons in the our family, in our society, and other peoples. So, if we divide these in four items or categories, value education fostering universal core values that are integrity, discipline, justice, value education also promotes the value in society. It leads to individual and social transformation. Then value education also develop the value in individual. It, it develop our physical, emotional, intellectual, spiritual and moral values. It also creates a holistic education system that is very important, and it is the main purpose of the value education in technical institutions. Now, basic moral values as per Indian spiritual science. So there are some important moral values. First one, one should be honest when dealing with material money relation and express of intention. It is very important. Material money relations and expression of intention of every human being. This is the first and important values in everyone. One action should be such that they do not hurt the well-being of other. It also include our religion system that we should not hurt in any human being or nature or animals in our language or by our act. Human life should be respected, rewarded and preserved. Then whenever a responsibility is given or taken, it should be realized with commitment. That is also very important. Moral and honest people should always be supported. You know very well, when we are honest, we will always supported in our family and in our society. Then moral and honest people also supported. Then one should not be exploit other person or other humans in any manner, physically or emotionally. It is also very important. We should not hurt physically or emotionally any person. Now, if we are taking education, so education must be value based education. So what is the meaning of value based education? It means that value education should be character oriented education that instills basic value and ethnic value in one side is called value based education. So value education, the subject then enables us to understand what is valuable for human happiness. The main goal or main purpose of human life is to achieve the happiness. This is our main goal. It is called value education. So value education also enables us how to understand one needs, visualize our goals correctly and also help to remove our confusion and being harmony in all level of our life. It may be our family, it may be in our society, it may be in other countries or in whole universe. So value education also helps to remove our confusion and contradiction, and it enables us to right utilize the technology innovations. We are technical educational students, so there are many even innovation and technologies are there in the society. So we have to use these technology and innovation in the welfare of human. That is very important part of value based education. Then values form the basis for all our thoughts, what we think, what we behave, what we act with other human and our natures. When we know what is valuable to us, when we know what is valuable for us, these values become the basis and engine our actions. Then we also need to understand the universality of various human values, because only then we can have a definite and common program for value education. Then only we can assure a happy and harmonious human life. So happy and harmonious human life is the main goal of this value education or human value. Now I would like to difference between value and skills. So we are learning the skills, but there are values also associated with the skills. Values are intrinsic. Values are intrinsic, and skills are capabilities and talents of a person that is developed over a period of time. We develop that skill by practice and it takes a period of time. The values on the other hand guides our behavior and our contact with other human beings, animals, our nature. But skill they can be attained through practice or training. Means skills are attained by practice more and more and then training also. The values on the other hand develop in emotion and feelings. In skill there are no feeling and emotions. Skill help us to achieve our goals, but values help to decision making. So these are very important to understand what we are gained by skill and what are the value associated with these. So this is the purpose of human values. Now the important thing that is need of value education. So we should understand this term very well. Then we can understand what is the purpose of this subject in our particular subject. Value education teaches us to learn whatever good we may find around us from all sources. Means what we are taking from the all sources available in our family, in our society and in whole universe. It also teaches us how to tolerate the pupils and patience. It also helps in all around development. Means our physical development, our mental development, our emotions and our whole development. That is the important part of value education. Physical, mental, emotional development means overall holistic development. It also prevents easy path to transport and enabling mind into a fresh, young and healthy ones. Then it further helps in enhancing the sensitivity of an individual towards other fellow beings. It also enhances decision making and differentiating between right and wrong. The need of value education also enable us what is right or what is wrong, how we can make our decision on the basis of value education. It also develops our attitude, capacity to think and judge others in the society, in the family. So these are the main importance of value education. Now factors associated with value education. So I already include that we will study the factor associated with the value education in our context. So some important factors which are associated with value education that are honesty. Human being should be honest in all respect. When we study or when we are a student, we should be honest with our hard work and our curriculum and our subject. Then we should also ambition. We should learn about cleanliness. Then we should learn the discipline from our early schooling. When we are student of 4th class, 5th class, we learn about the discipline in the classroom. Then this discipline is also associated with our family and our society. Then integrity, love, hard work. It is also very important, or it is associated with the value education. Everyone should work hard. Then we should courage, frugality, service, humility, and non-violence. The humility and non-violence, these are very important and very demanding in present scenario. Now, the basic guidelines of value education. So students, there are some basic important guidelines. We have to study in this subject. Means the value education should be universal. Universal means it not be affected by time, place or country. It should be applicable to all human beings, whether they are any caste and religions, any race. It should not be differentiated in all respect. Then the value education should be rational. Rational means it should not be based on blind belief. This value education should be based on experimental verification, because in there are many blind beliefs in our religions, in our society. So the value education should not be based on blind beliefs. Then natural and verified. All the value education terms should be natural and verifiable on the basis of experiments, all encompassing and leading to harmony. It is important, all the value education should be leading to harmony. Means it teaches how we live in the society. Now students, contents or dimension of value education. So if we look the value education or human values, there are 4 types of dimension or contents. These are our thoughts, behavior, our work, and then realization. These are contents of value education. We should understand this properly. Then process of value education or self-exploration. It is also very important. Self-exploration means know about ourselves, what we are and what we want to become. That is very important. It can be defined as, it is the process of value education includes self-introspection or self-exploration, which means one has to find himself. It promotes right understanding. One should find himself, what we are, what is our behavior, what are our thoughts, and what we think about the honesty in the society. And it is a process of dialogue between what you are and what actually want to be. So self-exploration means what I am, what you are, and what actually you want to be. This is the total development of a human being. This type of process, which generally cannot be expected to be learned by an individual, it comes with the experience and learning. We learn and we experience, then we come to the term self-exploration. Self-exploration also help to understand that all of us are related entities. Means we are not separated. We are all related to each other. If we look in the nature, there are animals, plants, and material. So human beings also related to all these three entities: animal, plant, and material. Human being cannot be survived without the plant, and animals cannot be survived without the plants and material. Means we all are related to each other. Plants produce the food for all living organisms, and then all living organism consumes the food which is produced by plants. Then animals and human beings also related to each other. After completion of their life, all the living organism convert into the material, and then material goes to plants, and then plants produce food, and food consumed by the animal and human being. It means these all entities are related to each other. So we have to understand our nature and all other entities which are associated with us. So self-exploration enables us to understand the other entities and their importance. Then self-exploration also creates a sense of respect and equality for everyone. We should respect everyone in all respect. No one is small and no one is low. Self-exploration also works as a mirror and reflects exactly what one thinks. So self-exploration is the process of value education, what we think, what we thought, what we express, and what we understand about the other entities which are present in the nature. Now, self-exploration also help differentiating between right and wrong. Means what is right and what is wrong when we take a simple decision in our family, in our society. This also exploration lead our minds to a perfect state of joy and peace. So today it is very important to achieve the peace. So self-exploration provide us to achieve the joy and peace. Self-exploration also helps answering and accepting the truth of the universe. It is a process of self-evaluation through self-investigation. So we should, means we are human beings, we should thought about ourselves, and then we should also investigate ourselves. That is the meaning of self-exploration. It is a process of knowing human conduct also, human character also, and living accordingly. What is our behavior towards the other creatures, and our characters which are associated to the moral values. Then self-exploration also process of identify inertness and moving towards self-organization and self-expansion. This term is also very important when we go in self-exploration. Then how can we self-explore ourselves? So there are some requirements that enable us how we self-explore us. First, strong initiation and will. There should be a strong intention and our will. Then we can self-explore ourselves. Otherwise, it is not possible. Then, developing faith in yourself. We should develop a particular honestly faith in ourselves. Then, self-responsibility. So, self-responsibility towards our family, towards our society, towards our country is the requirement for self-exploration. Self-respect and integrity is also important for self-exploration. Self-honesty is also important, very important. We should honest in all respect what we are, what our responsibility, what our work and what our responsibility towards our society. Then no preconception or expectation. We should not expect other human being that he will do these things. We should not preconceptions. We should courage. Otherwise, it cannot be achieved. Then dedication and perseverance. We should dedicate towards our work. Then important, very important, that is humility. Humility is very important for human being. Then after these requirements of self-exploration, I would like to discuss about the mechanism of self-exploration. So after studying very well about the self-exploration, there is a clear mechanism how we will self-explore. It is first, it is a proposal. What is self-exploration? First, proposal. Then this proposal verified on the basis of natural acceptance. Then validate in experimental. These three steps are involved in the mechanism of self-exploration. So there is a proposal, then this proposal convert into realization, then understanding, then we have to test, and then satisfaction. The test should be universality and assurance. The proposal should be verified on the basis of our natural acceptance. Live according to validate it experimental. Behavior with human leads to mutual happiness. Live accordingly to validate it experimentally, it should be work with rest of the nature lead to mutual prosperity. Mutual prosperity is also very important because the main goal of human is happiness, and prosperity. So all human beings want to happy. So we should work with rest of the nature lead to mutual prosperity. So this is the mechanism of self exploration. We should understand this very properly. Now basic human aspirations. So after studying the human aspirations, I would like to discuss about the continuous happiness and prosperity. This is the goal of every human being. All human beings aspire for many things throughout their life, but essence of aspiration in each individual remain the same. What is the same thing? That is achieving happiness and prosperity. What we work, what we think, what our ideas, what our thoughts are goes to achieve the happiness and prosperity. So, happiness and prosperity. In other words, we can say that there are two basic human aspirations. First, happiness, and second is prosperity. So, what is happiness and what is prosperity? So, happiness, it can be defined as the state of mind or feeling that is characterized by satisfaction or pleasure or joy of a creature or a living being. And we are interested in human aspirations, so a human being should be satisfied, it should be pleasure, or there should be joy in his whole life. That is called as happiness. There are two paths which can lead to happiness depending upon a individual approach. Means everyone wants to achieve happiness. So what are the main approaches? First is pray, related to instant or short term happiness. This is where it is short term happiness. And share, related to long term happiness. And we want to achieve this long term happiness. Now, what are the impacts of happiness? After understanding the main goal of human being, that is happiness and prosperity, we should understand the impacts of happiness. Happiness helps in making an individual perform efficiently. This is the happiness. Then it helps in developing a healthy mind with right understanding. If we are happy, we can think in right direction and for the construction or development of our family, our society, our country, and our mind will also be healthy. It also increase mutual harmony, means understanding between the human being. Then what are the factors leading to happiness? So there are some important factors which leads to the happiness. First, emotional strength. For example, mother show emotional strength towards her children. Then happiness also needs social behavior. We are social element, social creature, so there should be a perfect social behavior towards our family members, our relatives, and the other society members. That is called social behavior. Then about our career, our earning, and then health and personal. So these factor leads the happiness. If we are healthy, then we will feel happiness. If our personality is good, then we feel happiness. If social behavior is good, then we feel happiness. Our career is good, then we feel happiness. So these factors leading to the happiness. So students, human values inculcate us in all respect what is right or what is wrong in our life. Now, I would like to explain or differentiate what is prosperity. So, generally the prosperity is defined as the state of success and good fortune. So, student, there is difference between the prosperity and happiness. Prosperity only define the physical facility we have. Now I would like to show you some videos related to this particular subject. So student, enjoy this video and learn what is involved in this particular video. It is happy, but it is not. So what are the questions in our mind? Violence, suicide, addictions, these are happening. So value education is the solution of this problem in our society. We should honest in our respect, non-violence, integrity should be there, individual, schools, community, fair, society is thinking about a good house. There are many questions in a human being. Enlighten his mind. He wants to look. So, personality development for individual, cultural values, personal values, social values, non-violence, peace, truth, love, right conduct for an individual. Our values. Why should we learn all these values? What is the need of value education? So this is about the value education. Okay.